Ugly Potato Day to grab free produce. You didn't just show up. You waited in line.
Pull this back. Because I don't know what...
For
like,
hours.
I know why...
was one of the most heavily rained... I don't usually cry, but yesterday I did, and it wasn't because my stress levels were through the roof. It wasn't even because we had to call the police. It was because over 15,000 of you showed up yesterday to Ugly Potato Day to grab free produce. You didn't just show up, you waited in line for hours. Yesterday was one of the most heavily rained days of the year. I feel that this just shows how broken our country actually is.
How long did you wait in line up for?
About an hour and a half.
An hour and a half in the pouring rain. Dude, you are a legend if you want.
Family of 6, so here we go.
Boy, I heard.
Family of 6, so here we go. The man's telling you why he's standing in line. This is not just no regular, oh, I got money and so I'm just going to stand for hours. I have a family of 6, but I'm well-to-do. I can provide. The man I'm done.
Story after story about families not being able to afford produce, and it broke our heart. Oh.
The man even telling you this is not just a regular. This is because of families that cannot afford to buy produce, so they wait for this special event. This is not a regular event of this, but this event that is regular, the people who are attending this and their why is deeper and more profound than the regular times. I'm just so pissed off right now. You're seeing the plight of Canadians and you're going to try to brush this off of, oh, here goes Poilievre just making shit up. Really? It's right before your eyes and you still don't feel the pain of your Canadians. You don't feel the pain. You just see this as all staged? These are just, let me guess, these are actors too, right? You know what? Like, there's moments when I'm in the skin of, you know, when the wealthy say, why do I need to support the poor people? And you wonder why the wealthy are obnoxious. Because sometimes you look and you just like, I kind of go into people's skin and environments and mindsets, and I could sit in it and I'm like, no, I got to shake that off. But I really do get it, where you can really just be like, I don't care about them because they don't want to get themselves out of it. So why am I feeling sorry for them? And this is where I get with these Canadians, where Canada's going to hell in a handbag. And you're still finding a way to not see the shit. And then when you say, you know, I'm just going to take care of my own. And then when they start, save us. Look, you can look back and say, remember back in 2024, 2023, 2022, and we're all telling you about Justin and you're there. But now you want saving? Now. Oh, now. It's like sometimes you want people to feel it for them to really feel it. I have an elder friend that says you got to see it to see it. Sometimes people got to feel it to feel it, because they're not feeling it. Like, gone are the days where you can put yourself in people's position and feel it. It's called empathy, not just sympathy. Like, oh well, but just to feel the plight of people, and where it becomes your plight, where you're like, wow, that I feel that. And sometimes, not sometimes, I would say 90% of the time, you could only feel it when you feel it, when you felt it, so you know what it feels like. And then you have the 10% that has the ability to not have felt it, but they could put themselves in the person's position and feel it. Where are you in this? It doesn't look like you're definitely a part of the 90. Because as if you don't know what it feels like to be this. And you're not part of the 10% that's left over that might not be able to identify with a live life experience, but you could put yourself in people's shoes and just feel their pain. It's like we got Canadians who just, they don't feel. They don't feel it. They can actually look at this and find a way, because it's Pierre that posted it, find some negativity to just distance themselves from actually just watching this, hearing it, and still finding a way to dismiss it. God, Canada, what the hell happened to you? God, what happened to you? My God. Oh, Yahweh, have mercy on them. I don't know what's going on with these people's minds. Canadians, I would say wake up, or I don't even know if it's possible at this. Like, I don't know how far deep in the slumber you are, but it's like, for you to dismiss this as, oh, he just made this up and he just over exaggerated, when you're fully hearing and seeing for yourself. I'm done with. Like, every day, I would say, coming on to Fridays, where I really have to pump myself up to still care and go out there and still volunteer to get at least one person of integrity in office and just do my best. Because sometimes you look at this and you just want to just say, forget these people, because they don't even want to save themselves. Because you see everybody that's lining up here, you want to know how many of them are still going to go vote for Justin Trudeau or Jagmeet Singh. How many of them are still going to? Because they're still not gonna see that the reason why they're the way they are is because Justin kept us locked down far longer than everybody else for something that you heard and you saw with your own eyes, just like here, where 99% was the rate told to you that you're okay with. And the 1% had nothing to do with your demographic, had nothing to do with your age bracket, had nothing to do with your medical background. The 1% that should have been focused on. You're the same people that allowed him to pull the wool over your eyes for so long, where you're looking at this. You will be part of the people right here, and you will still not see that what he did to Canada had a ripple effect with everything that has led us here. It was a ripple effect of everything that got locked down, shut down, bankruptcy, evicted, flatlined. To talk about 2 weeks of flatten the curve. No, what he flattened was Canada. And also your ability to see truth. He flattened your consciousness, your awareness. It's like you're flatlined, like you guys are dead. Can't even see it to see it, much less feel it to feel it.
Overall, we are able to give out 250,000 pounds of vegetables, but I am truly sorry to the thousands of people that we turned away. Hopefully you at least got an apple for my dad in the tractor. We will do this event again, but we will have to think even bigger picture next time. As we had to call the police. It was because over 15,000 of you showed up yesterday to Ugly Potato Day to grab free produce. You didn't just show up, you waited in line for hours. Yesterday was one of the most heavily rained days of the year. I feel that this just shows how broken our country actually is.
How long did you wait in line up for?
About an hour and a half.
An hour and a half in the pouring rain. Dude, you are a legend.
Family is sick, so here we go.
I heard story after story about families not being able to afford produce, and
I'm gonna stop it there. This is Lady O. Stay in action, faith, and possibility. I do. I live my words, eh? I stay in faith every day. I stay in it. With the possibility that just one day somebody's gonna wake up one by one. Just one day somebody's gonna wake up. Like that's why I there's moments, trust me, I throw in the towel and then I gotta get up the next day and say you can't throw it in. You of all people can't throw it in. I'm like, okay. So I do stay in action with faith and with possibility that someday you guys are gonna just wake the heck up and turn around and just do just do a ridiculous eviction of what you allow to come into your home. Canada is your home. This is our house. And you guys allowed this to come in because of the Canadian narrative of being nice and pleasant and non-confrontational. And so when now it requires you to be confrontational, you just don't know how to do it. And when others do it, you're like, it's like, calm down. We were built for this. Those of us who are facing it, we were built for this. This is maybe the time when you need to take a back seat and allow us to drive this, because your passivity, your niceness, it's made us come this far. You need to take a back seat with that. And being able to stand up against these aggression people, the passive aggressive people, they've bulldozed themselves in passively with a smile, with a nice socks and white teeth and boyish smile and nice hair, and speaking at you as if you're in a kindergarten school with their high-pitched tones, and then the condescending, dismissive way. Like, you've just like, it's like you can't see disrespect in front of you, and even when it does, you just passively just allow it to happen because that's a Canadian thing to do. Listen, take a back seat and let the other type of Canadians who's built for this, let's drive this. Like, just take a back seat and just learn, because this is why I am who I am and the way that I am, and my passion will come off aggressive because I have seen this already happening years ago, even before 2020. I would say 2011, 2012 is when I had my whoa. And I really took a landscape view, a 360 of seeing exactly what was in play and how we were being surrounded. People, lack of integrity in every area that we are banking on to be on guard. I saw how it was dilapidated, and I was like, whoa, hold on a minute. And then 2017 kicked in. And then by 2020, when it came around, I told everybody from the jump, I'm not a bandwagon after. I saw this from the beginning. I had a WhatsApp group when everybody was saying about this thing in Wuhan, and I said, listen, guys, and I warned them. Listen, let the non-apologetic Canadians who are unafraid and who will step in the face of this disgusting energy, unapologetic, allow us just to do what we do, okay? And you just take notes. Just take notes and just reflect and be like, wow, that is what it takes. Yeah, that is what it takes. Call it out unapologetically. Stop being afraid of being name called, that with the way Justin made you afraid to stand up for and fight for your house. People coming into your house with their dirty shoes on. When you tell them to come in here, you need to take your shoes off, and they say, no, I'm not taking my shoes off. And you just allow them to come up in your house with their dirty shoes on and be all up in your place and in your space the way they want to, and tell you you don't have a right to. I'm like, I'm sorry, this is, whoa, hold on, partner. This is my house. This is my house. These are my rules. You don't like it, you can go back to your house and run your house how you want to. But I think the reason why you want to come into my house, there's something attractive and appealing to my house. And you know why? Because of the standards I have for my house. But now you want to treat my house like your house. So eventually my house is going to turn out to be your house. And then you're going to want to say, oh, I need to leave this house. But where are you going to run to? To somebody else's house, and then you're going to mess that up? When are homeowners going to say, stop? This is my house. I have no problem with you coming and participating and enjoying my house. These are my house rules. You don't like it? You can stay outside and admire from outside. Point blank. This is Lady O. Stay in action with faith and possibility. Walk in and protect your light. Your purpose will find you. Say what you mean and live like you mean what you say.